Alright, hey guys, remember CCG back in the video. In this video, we're going over the new Horus archetype, and let's just get started here. So here I have, I'm Seti, Glory of Horus, so I'm totally going to struggle to pronounce these, but just let me know how they're pronounced in the comments down below. You can only special summon this card's name with the first effect once per turn, and you can only use the second and third effect of this card's name each one per turn. If you control a pharaonic sarcophagus, you can special summon this card from your grave, so that's pretty cool if you actually have their sarcophagus card. I'm guessing it's going to be a spell or trap or something, or maybe even a monster. You're going to be able to get this card out, and that's pretty cool since it's coming out from the dead. You can send 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard, including this card, add 1 pharaonic sarcophagus from your deck to your hand, then draw 1 card. So you're going to be able to search it out and then bring this card out afterwards. So that's nice to see as well. If another card you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect while you control this monster, you can send 1 card on the field to the grave. So that's pretty solid. I mean, it's a form of removal. You're sending a card on the field to the grave, so it's any side of the field, and it's a non-target form of removal, non-destruction. That is pretty powerful, and yeah, that's nice to see here. So here we have Duel Blessing of Horus. So you can see the art styles are very similar between these cards. You can only special summon this card's name with the first effect once per turn. You can only use the third effect of this card's name once per turn. If you control a pharaonic sarcophagus, you can special summon this card from your grave. So that looks like what that's going to be the plan for the actual archetype. You're going to be wanting to use Glory of Horus here. Discard one of your other Horus monsters in order to search out the sarcophagus, and then you're going to be able to bring them out. And it gains 1200 attack and defense for each Horus monster you control, so it can get pretty beefy. If another card you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect while you control this card, or while you control this monster, you can draw cards equal to the number of monsters with different names in your main monster zone. So that's a pretty powerful draw. That can be pretty significant. And you can see here that they're both level 8, so definitely a lot of rank 8 potential here. It looks like they're all going to be rank 8s as well. So here we have Happy, Vanguard of Horus. It's a Wind Beast Warrior effect monster, 2400 attack, 600 defense. So it looks like this is the same conditions as before. And looks like this, you're gonna be able to bring it out just like before. And if another card you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect while you control this monster, you can target 2 cards that are banished and/or in the graveyard, or in the graveyards. Either add both to their owner's hand or shuffle both into the deck. Just getting recycling cards back using this card. So that's going to be interesting to see how people are actually going to be able to utilize this. And here we have the final monster. I'm not quite sure how you'd pronounce this, but I'll just say Aegis of Horus here. It's an Earth Wing Beast effect monster with level 8 as well. So you're going to see a lot of rank 8s into this. You can only special summon this card's name with the first effect once per turn. So same thing as before. And yeah, if you control Pharaonic sarcophagus, you can special summon this card from the grave, just like the other ones. And if another card you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect while you control this monster, you can activate this effect. This turn, your opponent's monsters cannot target Horus monsters on the field for attacks. Also, your opponents cannot target them with card effects. So that can make them pretty... it gives them a good amount of protection if you're able to remove... If one of your cards gets removed, which I'm guessing you're going to have some cards to actually be able to let you do this. And this right here is Pharaonic Sarcophagus. So this is the card that we're going to be searching out and be actually keeping on the field. It looks really cool. It looks pretty fitting that all these monsters are coming out from the sarcophagus. So here, Horus monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects unless they target them. So again, pretty good protection, and especially with this card, with Aegis of Horus, you're going to be able to just protect it from being targeted for attacks and just being targeted by card effects. And with this card, even better. You can send 1 card from your hand to the grave, send 1 Horus monster from the deck to the grave. Again, this is really good. Being able to pitch any Horus monster from your deck to your grave and be able to special summon it out. Very powerful. And then once per turn at the start of the damage step, if your Horus monster battles an opponent's monster, you can send that opponent's monster to the grave. So again, this is pretty good. It's you're gonna be able to just battle with your Horus monsters. You can send that opponent's monster to the grave. It's non-target removal, non-destructive removal. So this is gonna be really strong here. Yeah, I wonder if there's ways for you to actually protect this sarcophagus spell in case somebody destroys it. Because so far, from what I've seen, there isn't really any way of protecting this card. And here's the final card. So this is Canopic Protector. It's a continuous trap. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. Once per chain, when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can special summon 1 Horus monster from your hand or grave. And if you do this turn, you cannot special summon another monster with the same original name with the effect of Canopic Protector. I mean, you're going to be able to just per chain. It's not once per turn. So you can do it multiple times during your opponent's turn. It's just you're going to be restricted once per name. But being able to actually bring them back from the dead seems pretty cool. And if this card is sent from the hand or field to the grave, you can set it but banish it when it leaves the field. So again, it's an even better way of just recycling this card. And of course, you're gonna be able to use the first monster, discard this card if you like, and be able to set it afterwards. So honestly, it seems like a really good really good line of support just for the first line here. The monsters are pretty strong. Maybe we just need like a strong boss monster to go into. Right now, I think it's just gonna be sticking to generic rank 8s, or just sticking to the Horus monsters because they're honestly pretty powerful, especially with the continuous spell. If you find ways to protect this, that's going to be even better. But I think the archetype has a decent amount of potential. Let me know what you guys think about the art style, the cards, how they play, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.